Hello, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's night. Thank you so much for joining my video interview. I'm pretty excited about it. Some of you just watched an interview with Ella, the matchmaker here in United States, and she does introduction in US for people who want to meet European descending ladies for serious relationship. So it's not a she doesn't offer dating, she doesn't offer just going out and socializing. Basically her goal is to introduce people for future marriage relationship, and she's pretty successful at that. She really, like many matchmakers, she got that intuition, and this is how she got herself into that business. And I think it's pretty exciting when somebody going into the business because of their calling. It's almost like you start doing something and then you understand why. So hello everyone. I just thought I hop in for a little bit. I know not so many people are out late tonight because it's working day tomorrow, and everybody on a different schedule. But I just felt like I wanted to follow up this video while it's fresh. I also want to know if you enjoying when I bring guests on my channel. I definitely do, and it's really widens the horizons. Nobody is denying that. Nobody is denying the desire for many of you, to come travel to Ukraine. There is definitely the big an important thing that you guys looking out in my videos to learn about the culture, the travel, the dating tips. But the truth is, I was thinking for a long time about this because some of you cannot travel because of health. Some of you cannot travel because of your schedule, and many other reasons. I also have some single fathers who have been reaching out to me and asking me, how in the world I will ever meet a lady overseas far away if I cannot travel because I have minor kids. I can only leave them for a very short time. And knowing American life and how little time an average person takes out of their life to be able to have a vacation or travel, and especially if you have kids, it's very hard. So I was really delighted to meet Ella at the iDate conference. The conference definitely was worth the investment by the quality of people that were present at that. And Ella definitely was one of them. It was interesting because she was so serious that I didn't know what to make of it. She wasn't. Um, that just tells you that your core just stays with you because she was so serious. She didn't really talk a lot. But then when she said something, I realized that she might be from either Russia or Ukraine. But she's a very authentic person. That's what I really like. Very open and very straightforward. So immediately we started to connect, and I told you, people on my channel, there is a percentage of people that would love to hear about your service because for some reason they might not be able to travel to Ukraine, but you provide a unique service where you can still meet a lady here without leaving the country. And there are a lot of other benefits I want to talk about today. Meanwhile, I want to say hi to everybody. I hope everybody had a nice evening. Hi, King Nero. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I just saw you on my live. Thank you so much for coming. John, Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my guest, John Smith. John Smith, if you're asking me that question, you should watch my 500 plus videos and you will find your answers. And Gino, the conference was like 2 days intense. So I probably won't be able to share things I've learned in 20 minutes. And thank you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. So yeah, I probably will not be able to share things that I've learned right at this moment, but I will definitely apply what I learned. And when it's needed, there were some very insightful moments, especially when people were talking who met people and they were sharing the things they learned about people and some rules of success. That was really powerful, and I will definitely share that when the time is right. Okay. So, all right, let's see. Well, congratulations, Gino. Good for you. Gino is saying that he and his lovely lady are going to be in Thailand on vacation. That is wonderful. By the way, going on vacations together, before you take big steps are really important because, we really get to know somebody when we spend full time with them, not just 2 hours here and 2 hours there. And sometimes you will have the worst fights on vacation because you want to do one thing, the other person wants to do another thing. But it's actually a great thing to get to know each other this way. Which leads me to the point. When you meet a Ukrainian woman here, Russian, Ukrainian, Slavic, I don't know, Italian, Eastern European, you have more time to get to know them because when you go to Ukraine, you always, unless you are financially free or retired, you are on a schedule. You can't spend as much time as you'd like. And so the issue is, sometimes you do marry a stranger, and that's why going on vacation is cool. But when you meet somebody here in US, you can date a bit longer. And not only that, you have a chance to really get to know the person in what already became their natural environment. Because if they lived here for a bit, they lived here for maybe a couple years or so, it's already becoming a natural environment. So you have a unique opportunity to get to know them when you can see them more, when you can understand what they want, how they're what they dream about, how they see their perspective. So that is definitely an advantage when you can get to know somebody and spend more time with them as a normal as a normal couple. Because when you are traveling, it's obvious that you cannot do things that normal couples can do. Long distance relationship has its challenges. Now, for some of you, it's not an issue, but for some of you, it's a big one. So, what are your thoughts on this, guys? All right. So, what are your thoughts on this? Are you interested to get to know more? Because I can bring Ella some more. And if you have questions for Ella, I can save them and ask her. I also think it's a good option for older guys. Like, okay, I don't want to say any ages here because I don't want to offend anybody, because sometimes people take me the wrong way, but I'm just saying the reality. For those of you who maybe are not in that great of a shape to travel because you have high blood pressure and all of that, it's not so easy to travel, to be 25 hours on the road. So that's a great option too. I love traveling. Like I could live on a plane. If I could get paid for it, I would be living on a on a plane. Thank you, King Nero. Happy Valentine's Day, and you're very welcome. I appreciate all the support you have given me and the channel and the members. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I was not planning to actually come out after the interview, but I just felt it's really easy sometimes to follow up um, right after the event, and this is what I'm doing. And once again, of course, my channel is about traveling to Ukraine and getting out of, opening up the world and meeting people. But, everybody are not on the same page. And it was interesting. Within the last 2 months, 3 months, I received several letters from single fathers who are very focused on their kids. They are good dads, they're good men, but again, there was an issue of not being able to travel because of having kids. And as a woman, I can understand it's not that easy. And once again, for younger men who have an intense career, who connected with many people, and there is nobody to really replace them when they go to Ukraine, sometimes they can be losing not only big money, but some wrong decisions can be taken. They don't have anybody to really replace them in a quality way. It's becoming stressful because you're there, you're supposed to enjoy the scenery, the people, but you are all nervous because you don't understand, you don't know what exactly going on in your business or your career, your job. That's also I've heard from several of my subscribers who are going to Ukraine and those who went in Ukraine, that they did not had such a great time because while they were in Ukraine, they had to be on the phone most of the time. So you might as well try more options. So if you want me to connect to Ella, you can reach out to me to consultveronica@gmail.com, to my email. I also have her website, so I can refer you to her, or we can make more videos. But I just thought really liked her personality. She was very real, very real. And you can see, guys, the video I made about Americanization, that it doesn't hurt anybody. It's actually make her, you can relate to her here because she's been here for a long time. She understands you, but she can also relate to people with Eastern European background. So, which makes it really win-win situation for everybody. You really, when I came here, I thought that I'm a disadvantage, but now I realize that when you come and you integrate, you understand another culture, you are really enriching your world at least twice or 3 times. Sorry guys for my hair. I was outside. It's no Florida here, but it's all right. Life is not perfect. Okay, so let me run at a few, look at a few comments. I cannot stay for too long tonight, guys. I just have a few more minutes. John Smith is saying that he saw a beautiful blonde woman under when I was making a video. Yes, John Smith, I made a video with a friend. So if you have something about you and you want to, I offer you guys also, if you want to send some information about you, you can go actually to my personal database. I need to know who you are before I recommend you to somebody or I match you with somebody. So if you have something to offer, if you are not shy to share, who you are, what you're looking for, um, I can consider consulting you and getting your information, your pictures, and things about you in my database. So maybe I could introduce you to that beautiful blonde girl. But I'm not gonna introduce somebody just from the messages because I know nothing about you, right? So it's an option. Thank you for the comments, guys. Thank you for the compliments. Um, okay, there should not be no live stream without a troll. Sam Larson is asking why do I want people to give me $25? Well, Sam Larson, I have a question to you. How many hours of your time you spend videos to helping people? And yeah, let us know. So maybe we can pay you right back. Okay, talking about, well, first of all, guys, I would really ask you to not be so ignorant. I'm obviously not Olga. Olga has another channel. She's very popular. She has many, many thousands of subscribers. So I take it as a compliment. But I think, if you want to connect with people, you should at least look up their name. I think on my channel, you can clearly see what my name is. Um, I do have videos about age gap, and the only thing I will mention in this one is the smaller age gap is, the more successful you're going to be. Once again, the smaller the age gap it is between you and your lady, the more successful you're going to be. I might go more into depth on this. I also want to bring a matchmaker to talk about this so she can share her experience. Another thing, when you give me your number, it doesn't tell me anything because John is saying I'm 45. You can be 45 and be completely, out of shape, or you can be 45 and you can look like you just went out of college. So that tells me nothing. From one side, from another side, it really depends where you are at, what's your financial status, what you can offer. Yes, how you look like, it is extremely important. Any woman that tells you that, talks to you online and tells you, oh, age don't matter, oh, how you look, it doesn't matter, she's flat out lying to you. She's lying to you to sweet talk you and then ask you for things. She asking you for things and make your mind, going blank. So, somebody just asking kind of, was trying to be a troll about my live streams. People appreciate what I do because I save them a lot of heartache and time and money. That's why things are developing and growing and going well. And so one of the advice, if you can take anything from this video, just understand that for a woman to tell you that it doesn't matter how you look and what's your age and all of that, it's the same if you would genuinely tell a woman that it doesn't matter how she looks like. If you say, oh, honey, I really don't care how you look like, but yes, it's your soul. Yes, the somebody's soul matter to you after you get attracted to them. Before you get attracted to a woman, you don't care about her soul. Let's just face it. Okay. Yep, flat out lying to you. I hear from so many men, oh, I'm 60 and she's 30 and, I'm so nervous. She likes me so much. So, guys, whoever I have, my old-time subscribers, I would appreciate somebody put my email so people can get in touch with me. Consultveronica@gmail.com. I have it under almost all of my videos except for my last ones. I hadn't posted my email yet. Thank you, King Nero. Consultveronica@gmail.com. Okay. So, okay. John Vitier. My request would be very simple. I would be looking for a woman very much like you. Your temperament and smartness, you are perfect. Well, thank you, John Vitier. You have a really good taste. But it's also about, I don't know how you look like. I don't know what you do, where you are. It's a good idea as long as, you can match that, right? So, we have some idiots, but it's normal. There are some people that unfortunately need a therapist, but it helps. It happens, right? So, yes, the maximum age difference is 10 to 15 years, but this is like you really pushing it. When you meet somebody in person and you really establish some chemistry, I mean, there are probably successful, some successful matches that are, maybe even bigger difference, but there are a lot of underwater stones. And if the woman is looking openly for somebody who is that much older, automatically you have to be ready to be 100% provider. You have to be ready to do absolutely everything for her. I'm just telling you that, so it doesn't surprise you. She's not looking to do 50-50 to pay your bills. Basically, she realized she's the arm candy, and if you're okay with that, you can maybe find it, anybody you want, but you just have to be ready for it. That she's not, it's basically very often it's her beauty she offers to you for you offering her the lifestyle. Very often, except for when you meet the person organically, when you really connect with somebody. Just sometimes think about it. If you would be a young, attractive woman that is bright and smart, not just young and attractive, but she's also bright and smart and maybe, somewhat successful in something, would you be looking for somebody who can be your dad, and why? You wouldn't. So you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. I know some of you guys missed out early on some things and you're trying to catch up. Just be wise, because you want to be somebody who is into you. So you gotta be reasonable. You gotta have something about you that attracts people. And if you don't have it, it's gonna be harder. Paul, I am not saying that it's impossible. Listen, if I would be an older guy, I'd probably also be fascinated by beautiful women. I know where you come from. But once again, what I'm trying to say is that you are more likely to get scammed if you fall in for, somebody who is out of your league. I'm just saying. It's one of those things that you could ask if you have a matchmaker. You can talk about your preferences. Once in a while you can find a match that would be just fine with that, but it's complicated. I really don't know the statistics that well. I really don't. So, anyways, guys, I don't know how did I get to this topic. We talk about, I really would like to bring a matchmaker to talk about the gap because I don't want to kill your hope. And I want to talk with people who matching daily, and it would be very interesting to get their perspective. Hi, Mexico. Yeah, Gino is right on point here, and he's saying, stop it. If you want a real relationship, don't date out of your league. Guys, if you ask me, also, I agree with you, Gino, 100%. There is nothing like a real connection and real relationship, and knowing that you are wanted, needed, desired. It's a great feeling, and one of the ways to get it is to not look for artificial thing, because you guys claim that women scam you, but very often you scam yourself, because you post pictures on social media on your dating profile that were from 5 years ago, that were taken 10 years ago, or maybe like in high school. And then when you come to the date, the girl look at the picture, she looks at you. Of course she's gonna order everything she can because she knows she's not gonna see you again. So just want you to know that some of you taking an active part to skin yourself. And it's really connected, because when you go for artificial things, for too many superficial things, you get superficial things in return. That's all. Okay. I have watched many vlogs and videos on this subject, and this girl really lays it out truthfully. Thank you so much. I appreciate this rider 1800. A lot of people do not want to live in the illusion and spend, I don't know, just waste their time, and I don't like sugarcoating. I think it's a waste of time. Yeah, when you're looking for a relationship, you need to be real in your heart. When you try to scam somebody, you say not truth about you, that's what you're gonna get. It's a lot better to be really confident and all who you are, and then this is who you will meet. When you try to pretend somebody, when you're trying to say things that are not true, that's what you're gonna get. When you fixated on getting a trophy wife, you're gonna get a trophy wife, but nobody will give you guarantee what that person has in mind, because she is not stupid. She understands who you are and what you have in mind. Thank God I have a lot of intelligent men who follow me and who understand that. And also, looks are those things that goes away so fast, and then you have to live with a person. So anyways, guys, it's good to see you all. It's getting late. I just want to follow up. I will ask Ella if she would be kind to come up again and share her tips for successful couples and age difference for Ukrainian and Russian women who actually live here in US, because I can tell you that there are going to be differences between what women want, those who live in Ukraine and those who live in US. But one thing for sure, living ladies who live in US, they already adjusted. They already adjusted, their mentality is adjusted. Uh, the paperwork is most likely done, but also they are a lot more prepared to live here, and you have to do a lot more work. Yet I can guarantee you, that's what I mean, I presume that they would not be okay with having a large age differences, because they don't want somebody to hold their hand. They want a real man, somebody who has a lot of energy, somebody who can do things with them, and they don't look for a sugar daddy, so to speak. As far as I understood how it works, at the same time, they are looking for a leader and provider and a good person. They are already here. They not gonna marry you or want to be with you to get the green card. They want to have a good partner. So for those of you who want me to bring Ella again, if you have questions for Ella, please post them under the video, and I will hand them to Ella, and maybe she will come, and you can see if maybe that's something that could be beneficial for you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. All right. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see you soon. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, put a thumbs up for my hard work.